Hey everyone, how are you guys doing? It's Friday, yay! It's Friday, and here in Colombia, in Bogota, there's quarantine this weekend. Where I'm at, there's actually not quarantine, but we can't go anywhere. Like there's quarantine right next to us, so I wanted to talk about freedom. Like with all these lockdowns and with this pandemic, we get to think about what freedom means to us. And that's actually something that I've been thinking for like the past 3, 4 years, since I started my own online business. And I remember when I was a mechanical engineer and I was working in the oil and gas industry, like I felt so trapped. I felt more trapped back then when I was in a job that I had to drive to work, and I live far away, so I had to drive like for an hour, maybe some days it was 1 hour and a half, 2 hours. I felt more trapped back then when I was working than right now that I have to stay at home in the lockdown because of the pandemic. For me, having a job that paid me really well, yeah, that was cool, but that wasn't freedom for me. It was like, yeah, it's something that I have to do because society is telling me to do it, but it didn't feel like I was free and I was doing what I wanted. So I started realizing, like, what does freedom mean to me? Like, I was thinking just right now, being able to work without shoes, that feels like freedom to me. And I know right now everybody's working from home, so you've experienced what that means. But I remember when I was in university, I used to take my shoes off in every class because I don't know, I don't like shoes. I don't like wearing shoes. So I remember when I started working, I took my shoes off like once, and somebody told me, like, you don't do that when you're working. So those little things that just make me happy, like being without shoes, I felt like I didn't have the freedom to do that. So that's why the world led me to quitting my job and moving to London, because I was seeking my own freedom. I didn't know what I wanted or how I wanted to do it, but I knew that what I had back then wasn't my definition of freedom. And I've been thinking a lot about what that means, since I teach people how to build funnels and how to travel the world. I've been doing that for 3 years. And for me, freedom is to be able to be wherever you want, whenever you want, right? For example, one day my sister 4 years ago or 5 years ago, she called me while I was in the movies, and she had a family crisis back then. And she was like, hey, can you come and help me with the kids? And I had to say no because I didn't have enough holidays to go and help her, like to take days off from work. And that right now, the fact that today I'm able to go wherever my family needs me and still work from there, that is freedom to me. So I want you to ask yourself, what is freedom for you? Is it to be able to stay at home and watch over your kids? Is it to be able to make a certain amount of money every month? What does freedom mean to you? And then I want you to ask yourself, what are you doing to achieve that freedom that you want? I could have stayed in that job. Back then, I was making really good money. I had one of the best jobs that all of my friends that graduated with me had. And I just could have stayed and be comfortable. But that didn't mean I was free. I had my freedom. So I want you to ask yourself, what are you doing every single day to achieve your freedom and your goals and your dreams? Are you doing something towards it, or are you just dreaming and thinking, yeah, one day it's going to happen? Because that's not how the world works. You need to go and make it happen. You need to decide what your dreams are. Like, that's the first thing. Be clear what you want. What is it that you really want in your life? And once you understand that, once you say, hey, I want to be this, I want to go there, then make it happen. What are you doing every single day to make it happen? Guys, when I started my online business, I had no idea what I was doing. I had no idea what I was doing. The only thing that I had clear in my mind, it was that I wanted to be able to work from wherever I wanted, whenever I wanted, because I wanted to travel the world. I am super passionate about traveling to other cities and other countries and trying their food. And that makes me so passionate and so happy. And I knew that that was my dream. So every day I kept thinking, what am I doing today to make that come true? And the day that I actually made that dream come true, the day that we packed our bags and just started traveling the world, like I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. And I realized how much just getting out of that comfort zone and following my dreams was worth it. Yeah, it wasn't easy. It's never easy. I always tell people, if it was easy, everybody would be a millionaire. Everybody would go ahead and, travel the world and have the dream job and make tons of money. But it's not easy. So if you're willing to sacrifice some of the things that you have right now in order to make your dreams come true, then go ahead and do it. Like if you're waiting, if you saw this amazing online course that teaches you how to become what you want to become to make that dream come true, but you're in the sidelines because, I don't have the money. Well, what are you waiting for? Well, go and find the money. Go and find the way to do it. Go and YouTube it and Google it, how to do it, and find out. Do something to make your dreams come true. And I promise, it's worth it. Because I can't imagine like getting old. I remember I was with my sister's friends, and they're older than me, right? My sister is 7 years older than me. And I was with her friends, and they were all saying like, oh, I wish I had done this before I got married. I wish I had done this before I had kids. I wish I was traveling right now. I wish I was doing so many things. And I kept thinking to myself, this was about 10 years ago. I remember thinking, I don't want to get older and think, what if I had done that? Or I wish I had done this thing. Since that moment, I promised myself that I would always do what I wanted to do, so that when I get older, I don't have to say, I wish I did that. Never. That is something that will stay with me forever. And I'm still freaking young. I'm only 32. Yes, I'm 32. I'm older than I look. I know I look a lot younger. But I mean, I'm going to follow my dreams every single day, because I don't want to get old and say, I wish I did that. So just let me encourage you to take action to make your dreams come true every single day. I don't want you to get older and think, I wish I did that, because I would never wish that on anyone. We're all so absorbed into what society teaches us that we need to do. Like, oh, you need to go to school, and you need to go to university, and you need to graduate and get a job and just scale in your job and then get a pension when you're 60. Is that what you want? I know that's what everybody wants. Like, that's what society wants. But is that what you want? Just ask yourself that. I know that's not what I wanted, but if it's your dream, awesome. Make it happen. Make your dreams happen every single day. Remember, you get what you work for, not what you wish for. And I love the definition of insanity that says that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. So if you keep doing what you're doing and you keep going to work and hating it and getting frustrated every day, but you don't do anything to change that, what are you doing? you're insane. That's it. So yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about today. I'm so happy. Like every Thursday, I do a live masterclass where I teach people how to work from wherever they want, whenever they want.